All right, so just to make sure, yes, FSD is enabled. Trips. Do I want to reset trips? Okay, so previously it was 172 miles, 49 kilowatt hours, and 287 watt hours per mile. All right, let's go ahead and reset that. There we go. Reset current drive. Well, that should reset already, and we're good to go. All right, onward out home. Let's go. All right, 21 miles, 37 minutes, 234 watt hours per mile. Yeah, I forgot how much I hated some things about FSD. The need to go slow. Oh my goodness. And the scaredness of, I don't want to go in the inside lane. But that's how you go around the slow people. In fact, in one place, I was getting we're following this Toyota Titan. Is that what it is? No, it's a Nissan Titan. Sorry. We're following this Nissan Titan who's going slow. As it turns out, maybe he's trying to get into the inside lane so he can turn left. And he figured if he goes slow enough, he'll make everybody just stop and let him get over. Now, you and I both know you're coming up on slow traffic, you go left, go around. Unless the right lane is clear and you use the right lane, go around. If there is a right lane. Right? So, dude, you're blocking everybody, forcing them to go to your left. It's not going to work out for you. Come on, man. Whatever. Peace and harmony. It's okay. It's all right. So there was that part. It was just, I know when to go left. Brake on, FC off, move the car left. Send the message saying, that's okay, I'll handle it for you. Now, it could be an indication that maybe my problem is one of the left cameras or driver's side cameras just isn't good. Although when I did the preview, it looked fine to me. So, whatever. Who knows? And of course, there's places he wanted to go slow, but you could argue that there was a vehicle somewhere in front of him, and that's why he was going slow. The one time there was a Honda Civic who went by, moved into the outside lane in front of me, but the whole time, or half the time he spent going by me and getting over and going up the road, he was riding his brakes. Why get a Honda Civic if you're going to ride the brakes? You must take gasoline and just pour it out on the ground. That's what you're doing. You're wasting energy. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. Other than that, FSD for the most part was pretty good. I would tell you he has forgotten how to turn into my driveway, but to be fair, the trash can is at the edge of the driveway, and I think he's really scared of that trash can. Oh, and the trash cans don't show up that they do in AP. Right? Autopilot shows trash cans, FSD doesn't, which sounds dumb to me. Representing the trash cans makes perfect sense to me. Oh, and then there was, of course, at HEB, twice there was people handling carts. In one case, the one guy walked up and FSD kind of stopped, and then he got over to the left. He's getting his carts and he's backing out, and FSD, well, but he's way over there. It's okay, I can go now. No, brake on, FSD off. Let that guy do his job. And there's another guy who's coming across the road in front of us. He just wasn't quite there yet. Brake on, FC off, let him go across. And actually, at one point, there was some guy who was running across the customer. Saw that there was a break, and he was sprinting across the walkway. Oh my! Attempting to die. All right. So did I say this already? 21 miles, 41 minutes. Yes, I did. 234 watt hours per mile. and we use 5 kilowatt hours to do it. Okay, so that was the intent. We're splitting this into 2 trips today. The second part is with FSD on. And yes, I'm glad to have FSD back. Is it just as maddening as before? Pretty much. But at least it's back. Oh, so what would be the grade for this today? We'll call it C+. Right? The refusal to move into the inside lane to pass slower vehicles is just maddening. But it almost feels like it's having to relearn. Oh, and I forgot to mention the Lindbergh Lane right turn signal. No, it's not going to Lindbergh Lane, but it's turning the right turn signal, so everybody around me who's watching thinks I'm turning Lindbergh Lane. That's what the human interpretation of that signal is. Only to Tesla and FSD does that mean, oh, I'm going to go straight on Boggy Ford. Right? That whole part there is just plain stupid. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. There you go. I'm glad to have FSD back, but I'll tell you that using autopilot was enlightening. No, I will still subscribe to FSD for my trip, but it worked much better than I remember it working before. So it's worth exploring. So anyway, grade C+. Okay, calibration took, in the case of this car, about 400 miles. And one could even argue that it didn't really occur until after I called service. So somebody in service may have gone in and looked at something, and by looking, it finally calibrated. Who knows? On the other hand, the last part of my journey was up Palmer Lane, which is a divided 4-lane highway. I mean, it's going slow, but 4-lane highway. It had some construction zone along it too. They're putting in fiber trenches or something way up off of the road, but they're blocking off the whole outside lane. I don't know. I guess it slows people down. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, it's a possibility that coming through on Palmer Lane with its mix of slowness and traffic may have been the final piece, or it could be that somebody in Tesla service touched the car and that did it too. I don't know which. It doesn't matter which one happened. I'm just glad I'm finally there. Okay, onward upward charge. Yes, that means tomorrow's 24-hour in this car. Yes, we'll have to talk about no, we don't have to talk about it. I'll just do it. But so I mentioned subscribing to FSD, and so if I'm going to subscribe to FSD for a trip, I'll subscribe about a month before, more or less, which actually is next week. I'll be taking my Model Y. My Model Y is better suited because it has all seasons, and Grnpa has performance tires, which are summer tires. So the summer tires wouldn't be great up in the land where just a few days ago they said it was still snowing out there in Montana, Wyoming, one of those. Now, I don't think it would impact me that much, but that means it'd be under the operating temperature for the tires on this car, on Grnpa. Anyway, onward upward charge. Yay!